All right, so it's preparing to live stream in a few.
All right. So good evening, my YouTube family. Good evening, Taylorites. Good evening to our panelists. Good evening to everyone who is joined into our exciting topic this evening, navigating career paths during the pandemic. All right, we are going to begin now. So good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Taylor Hall's Founders Week or virtual seminar. Thank you to everyone who has tuned in. Thank you to our creative team for coming up with this exciting topic. And it's also relevant considering that we are, of course, in a pandemic, navigating career paths during the pandemic. So let me use this opportunity to welcome our panelists, Ms. Tashana Briscoe, Mr. Chevon Williams, Mr. Danmar Clark, and last but certainly not least, Mr. Jerome Darnells. So I will be your host for this evening, and my name is Shaniel Mackenzie. So guys, I must tell you, we have some amazing panelists here. Let me just give you a few information about our panelists, and I'm imploring you all to take this lovely opportunity to ask them some questions when we get to that section, all right? So we're gonna start with Miss Tashana Briscoe. She is a digital development and people experience manager and HR consultant for several SMEs. She's, of course, a follower of Christ. She's a mother to an amazing 8-year-old handsome fella. She is a certified global talent manager leader. She also likes learning and development and people. She's also into that, and she's a manager of learning development and people experience at Digital Jamaica, where she has successfully, guys, negotiated several partnerships, including first ever employee assistance program with Choose Life International and Heart Trust NTA. She's also an adjunct lecturer at the UWMONA. She's also a consultant, and excitingly, she is a published scholar. All right. So she also deals with people and culture, and she's in a managerial position for that at Digicel, right? And she's an in-house leader of team, and she's working with external consultants, and she deals with revamping dress code policies and everything HRD, and I'm sure HRM, even though those two overlap. All right. So, Mr. Chevon Williams, and I'm sure that many of you are familiar with Mr. Williams. He's no stranger around here. He's the resident advisor for ELR Towers, and he is the founding member of the Portrait Place, and he is the current director. So Mr. Williams is a strong believer in co-curricular activities, of course, and involvement. He has been involved in student government for a number of years. He has also represented the university on a regional and international level to discuss matters affecting tertiary education during his time as an undergraduate student. Siobhan Williams, he started the University of the West Indies in 2014. He has worked in various capacities with the institution and within the hall he resided on, which is Chancellor Hall next door. He continued his leadership journey when he was elected as the Social Sciences Representative for 2016 to 2018 academic year. And before advancing to that, he was the Vice President of the Guild of Students, right? And Mr. Siobhan Williams, interestingly, he was our past Guild President 2018-2019. He currently holds a bachelor's of science degree in accounting and economics, and seeks to further his academic standing by now pursuing a Master of Science degree in international public policy and development management. Mr. Williams has worked in areas of student affairs, program management, education, as well as the media. He's the recipient of the Gloria Wagstaff Award for Most Rounded Male. All right, Mr. Williams is currently a resident advisor at ELR Towers, and Mr. Williams is one of the founding members for a beautiful establishment, I must tell you, the Portrait Place, and he currently sits as its director. Siobhan identifies himself through the spirit of altruism, and as such, he made a commitment to live his life in servicing others. Mr. Danmar Oasis Clark, very interesting man we have this afternoon on our panelists, I must say. He is a former law president at the UTech Faculty of Law, where he attained, of course, his law degree. He is currently attending UWI, where he is pursuing a master's in government with a specialization in comparative politics. He has an undying love for his country and youths in politics, and is very proud to be a president of the UWI Mona Visions. He considers himself to be revolutionary and an advocate who believes in motivating young people, breaking barriers and changing the status quo. He is a strong believer in the need for the entrepreneurial spirit among our generation. Currently, he is planning to launch his networking business soon, where he uses devices such as called light beams, which will be used to transmit internet to different communities in Jamaica. He also recently launched his online tech store called DamOps. Additionally, he has purchased his first piece of real estate in St. Anne with the intention of building condos to enter the Airbnb industry. As a countryman, farming is never too far from his heart, and as such, his plans in... Yes?
We'll just pause for a minute. Apparently we're not live. Not sure what's happening. Hold on.
You are live, but on a different link.